Hi guys, 18 Dapper here and welcome to this episode of the FIFA20 career mode with Doncaster Rovers. Let's get the video started. So guys, earlier this week I put a question out there on Instagram. If you've not followed me yet on Instagram, link is in the description down below. I do put quite a bit on there on the stories. Want to interact with you guys, get your guys' opinion and kind of ask questions and go the way that you guys want the series to go. So definitely follow me on there and keep an eye and definitely vote for what you want. This week I asked about Matty Blair. He's up for sale. Well, Paris FC have come in for him for £310,000. I asked, should we sell him? Should we sell Matty Blair for £310,000? 56% of you said yes, so 44% of you. Unfortunately, he'll be a little bit upset unless Matty Blair decides to stay at the Rovers. He could not accept the terms and conditions and the wage that Paris FC offer him, so we may still get to keep him. Personally, I'd like him to stay at the club until we've got a decent replacement. He's 30 years old, so first thing to do this episode is accept that offer. Let's get onto FIFA. So guys, we're here on the received offers. Matty Blair, Paris FC, £310,000. Don't like to do it. I like Matty Blair as a player in real life, but we've accepted the offer, so it's down to you, Matty. That's in talks. His value is 325, so Paris getting a bit of a bargain there. Hopefully Matty Blair rejects the offer because I would like to still have him at the club. But with that, it is the transfer special. I've looked at players who are leaving. The loans are expiring. The contracts are ending, potentially not extending their contracts. And I've done a little bit of scouting, trying to get a couple of potential players in. And these guys are running out of contract. Somebody mentioned it in the comments, looking for people out of contract. So we've got Novinsky, currently at Vancouver Whitecaps, right back, 25 years old. Stephen Colker, good player. I'm not sure if he's out of contract. I don't think he is, so we're just scouting him, see how much they're wanting for him. Keane Bryan at Sheffield United, again, not out of contract, but decent defender. Could be good for the Championship, which I think we're going to be in next season. Fingers crossed. Doncaster, currently at Ipswich. Again, just a player that I do quite like on FIFA. I had him in a team before. Good little player. Patrick Eris at Nuremberg. He is out of contract, so could be a pre-contract signing. Diego Fagundes, centre attacking midfielder, could potentially replace Cops because he's retiring at the end of the season. Got flair, got dribbling. He is out of contract at the end of the season, so hopefully try and bag him. And then we've got a couple of strikers, new strikers in. Aruti from Montreal, again approached to sign, so running out of contract. The other guy, Vukic, FC20, maybe tough to get. All depends on the wages and how much we can afford. And then we have Dom Dwyer as well, 29 years old, Orlando City, out of contract. So hopefully pick some of these guys up. But with it being a transfer special, the first one is being on the scout list for some time. And left back Danny Amos is going to be at the end of his contract. Don't think we're going to extend that, so let's try and get Nedyalkov into the club. Let's approach to sign. I've got a list. I think we need a left back, centre defensive midfielder, centre attacking midfielder, 2 strikers and a right back. So hopefully we can bag these in this episode. It wants to be important. Yeah, Reece James at left back at the minute is the crucial one, so I think we can give Anton an important squad role. Recommended wage 4,700. Let's see what he wants. Try and get him on a 26-year-old. Try and get him on 3-year. Happy with that. That's good. No release clause. We don't like release clauses. That will do. And hopefully they come with an offer for a recommended wage. They do, and it is much lower than the recommended wage. So he's wanting £2,400 a week, 24 grand signing bonus, and then 20 clean sheets. He gets £89,000. I'm happy with that. Let's get a new left back into the club. Good start to the transfer special. Second signing, we've got Zua and Nedyalkov. Not spent a penny on a transfer fee yet, apart from the signing on fee. But we will, I think we'll end up having to dig into our pockets. Do I try for Tammy Abraham on loan until the end of the season? I think we do. Approach to loan. This could be a game changer. Well, Frank, nice to see you. Let's get started, shall we, Frank? Length of the deal, short term, just to the end of the season. Lamps is happy with that. Wages, we don't want to do 50-50. Should we try and be cheeky? 15 grand, that's a lot. Let's try and be really cheeky, let's try and do 10%. Frank's not happy with that. 60-40. He wants us to pay £45,000 a week on wages. We haven't got that kind of money. Let's try a 22.5 grand. That's still a lot of money, but Tammy Abraham is a beast of a player. 70-30. He wants 50-50. You know what? I'm happy with the strikers. We've got Zua and Ennis until the end of the season. It'd be nice to get him on the cheap, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Lamps, you wanted too much. You wanted more than we could give. Let's see if we can get another player in. So Tammy Abraham's gone, unfortunately. So the left back's in. Kind of got to wait until these guys get scouted. I'd like to get Eris in for the CDM, and I would like to get Fagundes in for the camp. Strikers. Shall we try and get Vassell from our rivals? Yeah, let's try and get Vassell from Rotherham. Come on, Vassell. You know you want to come over to the good side of Yorkshire. Let's talk money. We want to give you 650 grand. It's below his current value of 725. Let's see if they bite at that. Yes, they do. Should have gone lower. That's a shame. 650 though. That's not bad. He's currently, what's his wages? His wages have gone. Let's negotiate. So we could have 2 players early on in this episode, and that would be a great start. I think this is more for future planning, so when the loanees go, when the contracts end for certain players, these guys will already be in place or coming in if it's a pre-contract agreement. So 66 overall. I think that puts him better than let's have a look. Yeah, better than Niall Ennis, but not quite as good as Zua, so we'll go with important. Because I would like to get another striker, and if that striker is better than Vassell, I don't want to be giving him a crucial and then having him whining all the time that he's not getting game time. But I think he will get game time. 3-year deal. Happy with the 3-year deal. Seems comfortable. Release clause. No release clause. And then finally, a wage is currently on £3,700. So I'm going to offer him exactly the same, and we will give him 37 grand signing bonus. That seemed to work in the last one. 2,400 per week, 24 grand signing bonus. We will add a goal bonus though. You score 15 goals and you'll get a nice 80k. That's probably offered him a little bit too much, but we will see if he's happy with that. He's nodding. He's still nodding. It's fair, they're happy with it. So we have now got a new left back and a new striker. Vassell, he knows. From Rotherham to the Rovers, he's followed Taylor. Johnny Taylor is a red, so is Vassell. Happy days. So in this episode, along with trying to get some signings in between the games that will be highlights of, if you remember from the last episode, it's Portsmouth, Sunderland and Southend. So short highlights of those. Try and get a few more signings in ready for the run into the end of the season or potentially the Championship next season. So let's try Vassell out and Nedjalkov. Let's get into the Portsmouth game.
Well, that was a very uneventful game. 0-0 at Fratton Park. Marquis, non-existent, but unfortunately, so were the majority of our players. We was just slogging it out, just huffing and puffing, and nothing came for either team. So it has set the next game up extremely well. But before we get into that, we have a notification, and it is Matty Blair has accepted. So he's agreed on personal terms with Paris FC, £310,000. So the 44% of you, fortunately, you're going to be unhappy. I'm sorry about that. But it has given us a little bit more money in the budget. So I've had another little look around, and we have found somebody to replace Matty Blair. Get into the transfer hub. This is if he comes. His wages may be too much. Tariq Lamptey. So a right back, right midfield, 19 years old. Now, it does have a release clause of £560,000. I'm going to pay that, and we are going to go straight into contract negotiations with Tariq. Let's hope he doesn't ask too much, but he is from Chelsea, so he may be asking a little bit too much. It will go with important. I think he's at a good overall already. Five-year deal. We are very happy with that. Now, we don't want a release clause. We don't want what we're hopefully trying to do to Chelsea happening to us. Now, wages, it's a stab in the dark. I think he may laugh us out of the door. I'm going with £4,000. 40,000 signing on bonus. And 10 clean sheets. He can have 100k. Hopefully, 19 years old. He accepts it for football, but I don't think he will. We will see. Wow. Did not expect that. I thought he'd have been on a lot higher wage at Chelsea. I'd have liked to have scouted him. Maybe I've overpaid there. But that is the third signing of this episode. Let's go and have a look how the squad's shaping up now and the league table for this next game. So league table, as you can see, Sunderland on top, 64 points. Donny second, 64 points. Ipswich 4 points behind us in third on 60. And the squad, which is going to face Sunderland in the next set of highlights. We will get Harrison, who's doing very, very well in the sticks. We'll give Nejalkov his start. We will go with Anderson and Baptiste. Lamptey, only a 59 overall, but he has got some great potential, so we need to get training him up. I think he will be a good replacement for Matty Blair. So Halliday stays there for now. Taylor on the right, Whiteman in the middle, Cops up in the cam, Sadlier on the left, and we will go with Zua and Ennis with Vassell on the bench. He came on at Pompey, did a little bit, didn't really shine that much. Hopefully is a bit like Zua, slow starter, but then gets into his rhythm. Fingers crossed. Stickasani on the bench as well. So that's going to be the team that faces Sunderland. We get to see what Nejalkov's about, and Vassell will get on the pitch as well. Let's get into the Sunderland game.
So guys, a couple of fantastic wins there. The one against Sunderland 2-0, very, very happy with that. And then a tough 2-1 win against Southend, going 1 down. That was a tough game, made quite a few changes that game. And that show you the standings, because we are coming to the end of this video. We sit top, 30 games played, 70 points. That is a good return. Sunderland 3 points behind us on 67, and then 7th place Wickham 48 points, so a million miles away from dropping out of the playoff picture. Rotherham picked up, always like to see where Rotherham are, so they're currently in 10th, some work to do to get into the playoffs in the last bit of the season, but we have made it to transfer deadline day. Quick look at our transfer hub. So right back, we got the right back Lamptey. The injury in the Southend game, well, he started in the Southend game, got injured, but that hasn't pulled through, so I'm guessing it was just kind of a dead leg or something. That's gone, but we'll wait for Nowitzki. The scouting's not finished on him or Tom Edwards, so gonna have to wait on those. A lot of scouting not done, so I think our business is complete. Potentially some of these guys will come in after the window, in preparation for next season. So when these scout reports come in, there will be more additions to the squad, so keep your eye out for those episodes. I think for now it's just a case of getting through transfer deadline day, see if any bids come in, and see if we need to quickly react. And as I say, that £830,000 for Tom Anderson is worth 650, but he is a crucial member of the squad, so I'm sorry, but he isn't for sale. Reject. That's a big offer though, close to £1 million. So the first hour of transfer deadline day we have had a bid, second hour gone, another bid. Tom Anderson again is in demand, £830,000. It's not enough. It's not enough, and he is crucial to our squad. Are we going to get another bid? No, we made it through the third hour of the 10 and the fourth without a bid. We're looking forward to a quiet deadline day. Like I say, additions will be coming later on in the season once those scout reports have come in. I mean, we spent 1.2 million. That's decent. It's a decent chunk of the budget gone. With that, also, let's just go to the office and have a look at the board expectations, because we're still well under. With the additions of the 3 players in this episode, salary growth still under 20%. It's only on 6%. So Matty Blair leaving, those 3 players coming in, it's only grown by 6%, which is nice. Youth development we've achieved, brand exposure we've achieved, domestic success I think we will be achieving with the fight for promotion, but unfortunately got knocked out of the FA Cup. And as long as nothing goes wrong there, we should keep salary growth under 20% too, so the board should be very happy with me. So the last 3 hours of transfer deadline day, there's another bid coming. See who it's for. Tom Anderson. Tom Anderson, and it's actually gone down. It's 770 now. I wouldn't sell him for 830. Why would I sell him for 770? Give your head a wobble. Into the final hour. deals need to be done now. And that is it. Transfer deadline day is over. The transfer window is over. Let's have a look at notifications. We've got Vassell already chomping at the bit to get into the squad. Pretty good form lately, feeling good. Hope you're not going to bench me for the next game against Fleetwood. I'll consider it. That's all I'm saying. Not promising anything. So there we go. Transfer deadline day has ended. All paperwork's now passed. A massive 459.52 million spent in that transfer window. Ridiculous. We have had a bid for Joe Wright, £450,000. Obviously this wouldn't go through until the summer, but again, Joe Wright is in my plans for next season, so reject. And then youth squad monthly report. We've got the two players who I'm looking forward to putting into the squad, especially Callum Ward, 67 overall, and he's only 15 years old, left wing. Fantastic. Hopefully he is going to reach that potential of 81. And then we've got centre back Toby Hill, currently at 55, getting some training done with him, but potential of 64 to 82. Not a bad value, 150k at 16-year-old, so he'll probably get upgraded to the first team by the end of the season, if not into next. And then as soon as Ward hits 16, he will be in the first team as well. I'm probably playing the cup games, getting him used to first team football, even though I don't think that matters on FIFA, but who knows. So additions to the squad in this transfer special. Very happy with the additions. Definitely want some more. On my notes, we have got, still need a centre back, centre defensive midfielder, centre attacking midfielder, and another striker. So still 4 players to pull into this squad. And the reason for that is loanees going back to the parent clubs and contracts running out that I'm not wanting to renew. So if we have a look at our transfer hub, the players that I'm wanting to fetch in will be Ampadu, 1.6 million. Need to offer 2.2 to 3. He's beyond our budget at the minute. We'll keep him on the report because I think as a championship player into Premiership, definitely worth a look. Guehi, check his potential out, 450 grand. Keep an eye on him. But for me, I think it's got to be Brian or Colker. Get one of them, probably Brian out of the two. Try and get him in over the summer. CDM, Eris. I'd sooner have Eris, but if not, Missy-Lou, try and get him in. Cam, Fagundes, gotta be him. So hopefully the wages of these guys aren't too bad. And then the striker, Okenabiri, I think he's out of contract, so that's a shout. Or Vukic, who is also out of contract, just need to see what his wages are. I think they'll be above and beyond £3,000 a week. So, and he's a lot older, so I think Okenabiri will be the shout. We will wait until these guys' scout reports are in. Next episode, let's have a quick look at the calendar. We have got Fleetwood, Rochdale. There'll be smaller highlights. We'll do the extended highlights for the leasing.com trophy. Can't remember where we're at. Area final. There we are. So one step away from Wembley. So that will be the extended highlights. And then if we've got time, we'll probably do short highlights of Gillingham and then the league game against Shrewsbury. But we are coming to the business end of the season. After the next episode, we've only got 1, 6, 12 games left. So we might be able to squeeze it into 3, maybe 4 episodes, and then we'll be at the end of the season. So, business end, got to keep this form going. And that's it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up for us please, comment in the section down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.